So, hi. So now we are live and it's the official live. It's so nice to be here on a Tuesday after a long break. We are back with our talks, but they will not be called Friday Talks anymore. Instead, we will be having Olyve Talks. It will happen as always once a month, and the beauty is that it will not happen every Friday. It can be any day of the week, and as usual it's going to be me and an expert of the industry that will bring his or her knowledge, experience, and some tips that you as a community can benefit out of it. I also am actually very excited that we are now fully branded. As you can see, my t-shirt, Olyve Beauty, Olyve Your Moment is on, and along the different Olyve Talks, you're gonna also have eventually or perhaps the chance to win some prize, and it could be this t-shirt as well. So we're gonna soon have our guest joining us, but before that, for those who don't know me, I'm Sahara Sedita, owner, founder of Olyve. Olyve is a beauty skincare line based from a simple concept, which is to repurpose the waste coming from the olive oil production of my own family business. So I take all the waste that comes from the harvest, that comes from the production itself, and I create boost of polyphenol and vitamins for your body, which are multifunctional skin products. One of our main ingredients is the olive leaves, particularly the oleopein, which is the polyphenol inside the olive leaves and the olive trees in general. This particular polyphenol is a powerful antioxidant that really improve and brings a lot of benefit to the skin. I try, and as any other, I believe any other brand and founder, we try to be up to date to see what's happening, what's out there, and I'm actually very excited, very proud that nowadays hot trend in beauty still it will be the sustainability of it. It's like sustainable beauty is a hot topic. Upcycled ingredients is a key thing consumers, you guys are looking for. Clean formulations as well. Skinimalism. So minimalist skincare routine, focus on skin health and natural glow, and this is what it's all about. So I'm very excited, and I'm very proud of what we do and our mission, and 1 year after our launch, we are still a hot trend, and that's very important. But without any further ado, today I have a great expert, a phenomenal woman. She has over a decade of experience. She runs more than a clinic based in St. Louis. I have the pleasure to meet her through friends, and super excited about the job she does. And today she will be sharing her secrets, her tips, and her knowledge so that you can use with you. So let me invite. Let's see. Waiting for her to join. So today's topic, it will be healthy skin starts now, not just when summer hits. And to share these topics, the tips, the benefit, what to do, it's with me, Hailee Smith. Round of applause. Woo!
Hello, thank you.
Hi, Hailee. Of course, a lot of people are clapping, but I'm the only one physically clapping.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I clap for us.
How are you?
I am good. I am good. I'm so excited to talk today. Share everything, your business, my business, and just overall talk about skin health. So I think it'll be a great topic.
Absolutely, absolutely. But before that, why don't you introduce yourself? Like, tell us a little bit more about your experience, what you've been doing, what you do in
Yeah.
general, and about your clinics.
Yes, of course. So I own St. Louis. I own Sunset Skin in St. Louis, Missouri. We are a day spa, right? So we do the facials, the chemical peels, the waxings, the spray tans, the skin care. So whether that is going to be just for that day or for life with us, doesn't matter. We are going to take care of everybody that comes in. So I struggled myself with acne as a kid, like I don't know if you guys have it over there, but like the MLMs, the Mary Kay, the Arbonne, like that's what my mom put me on, and it just wasn't it. And so I still struggled with that, and got put on medications, and it's just I didn't want that in my body and to have to depend on that. So I turned to skincare, I turned to the professionals, the estheticians, and then fast forward in 2021, I became an esthetician. I was already doing spray tans prior to that, so I did some math this morning, and we are coming up on 9 years of spray tanning, 4 years of aesthetics. So I'm very excited to see how this industry continues to grow and what that looks like, bringing in natural ingredients from olives, of course, and just seeing how this is going to evolve and just where it's going to take the beauty industry, but overall, like skin health and what that's going to look like. So that's a little bit about us. We're just in St. Louis having fun.
Yeah, but it's remarkable the journey you've been through, and it's so. I mean, it's so interesting. I started my own business. I mean, Olive Beauty itself, because of a need that I had with my skin. I always suffered of dry skin, and I also had some acne problem in my teenagerhood. From there I said, I must do something. I must, find a way to overcome my problem and
And when
eventually help
something's
others.
missing, you have to be the one to fix it. You have to be the one to
Correct.
try. And that's,
Correct.
yeah, that's what you did.
So, and then what you do as well, like on a daily basis, that's amazing, and I love that. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
So I have some questions here. I wrote
Yes.
many questions, so time to time I'm gonna be looking in my
No,
my
that's totally
second
fine.
screen. Like, so today, as I said before, we will be focusing on an healthy skin starts from now. We don't need to always wait the summer heat or the winter vacation at the mountain or whatsoever, like, or the dryness of winter. We should always taking care of our skin, and I
Mhm.
think there are a lot of tips and things that I didn't know, and I don't do, and I don't know, and I think would really make a difference in our daily life.
Yeah.
But starting from a very more generic question, what are the common skin concerns that you see throughout the year? We're talking about the full year. We're not talking just about one season. And how do they differ with the seasonality?
Yeah. I I think it comes down to like the person and what they do, right? Are they drinking water? Are they putting in good things in their body? And how is that reflecting, right? Like if you're just eating like crap, it's going to reflect. So you could be using the best skincare, but if you're going to McDonald's every day, like it's not going to balance.
Yes.
So typically in all of our intakes and consultations, we're asking like, tell us about you. What does that lifestyle look like? What does that day to day look like? Are you in front of a blue screen all day? Are you outside? Like, what are you doing so that we can help you? And so, really, it comes down to the biggest thing we see is just dehydration, right? No one is taking that time throughout the day to just take a minute, chug some water, drink some water, have their water bottle with them, you know? So, we are seeing a lot of dehydration. And when that comes, where that goes to is like dry, scabby acne, very irritated, redness prone skin, dare I say rosacea, like it just starts as something so small but contributes to something so big to where then they are picking at their skin and then it's not healing because you're not drinking water. So we like to have all of our patients and clients on a hydrator, something that is going to penetrate deeper into that dermis and just give a better reflective glow and do more than us just shoving heavy actives.
And I have a question. I mean, like, I work remotely, so I go to the office once upon a time, but I mainly do home office,
Hmm.
and I spend a long time in front of the laptop.
Yeah.
But when I don't go, and of course, I try to balance myself. Like I try 2 days a week to go to, like, I don't know, a co-working space or a
Hmm.
Starbucks, but then the rest of the day staying, and then the rest of the day I stay home. And when I'm home, I think it's when I forget about like the full routine, you know what I mean? Like, so what should we do? Like, what as a home office person, what should I do as a key thing and a must, like in when I work from home, and do not forget about it.
Yeah. So are you in your home office right now?
Correct.
Okay.
I
So
am.
how many times have you touched something today in your office?
Huh. Pretty, I don't know, many times.
Yeah, so what we like to tell people is like grab a bottle of rubbing alcohol or sanitizing wipes.
Okay.
Wipe down your setup before you start your day and when you finish because I know right now I've touched my keyboard, I've touched my phone, I've touched the doorknob, and I'm probably going to touch my face again or at least touch my hair. So it's like that bacteria is now all over. So those simple steps of just wiping down your your workspace, sanitizing it. That way you just have a
Right.
clean start. It's going to do so much
It
than
will.
just spreading awfulness.
Okay, so that's something like a key thing to do when I'm home officing, like it's really do it. I will try
Home
from
office.
tomorrow onwards.
Yeah. And we even tell people like the first thing you get home from your day, wipe down your keys, wipe down your phone, wipe down those things that have just been in the outside world. It's
Yeah,
not like our phones have antioxidants
yeah,
on it, right? Like
yeah,
nothing is preventing our phone from getting garbage on it. So rubbing alcohol, wiping down your space, having that bottle of water, but just like having some type of clock or something, just remember like get up, move, do something so you're not just stagnant. Because, like, again, my sunscreen protects me from all blue light.
yeah,
So it's like not everybody has that. So now you're getting those aging rays from blue light. So it's like all these little factors, components, they add up to where then it comes a time that we are spending all the money to work backwards. So it's like
yeah.
we have to take those baby steps now to get us where we need to be and maintain.
But that's very interesting because when we are like, think about a person like me that spends so much time in front of the laptop, and it's, these are radiation coming to me constantly,
Mhm.
very close. And I think, sometimes I just, I wash my face, I put, my serum, and if I don't go out, I don't do anything else. Because
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna get out, but I'm actually exposed anyway. So I
Yeah.
should always do those steps along
Hmm.
the way. That's interesting. I will
Absolutely.
start doing it and let you know.
Yeah.
But
Perfect.
but what are the most common skin concerns? Like beside like the one that you saw throughout the year, what are the most common skin concerns that you find among your clients as Suns and Skin? Like what are what are the frequent skin problems, and what are the, the top tips for prevention on that?
I would say the more that social media has become relevant, TikTok, everybody wants that glass skin. Everyone wants to be able to get up, put on their sunscreen, and go. Like makeup is becoming a thing of the, like no one has to wear a full matte makeup anymore. Like having that little bit of oil now is healthy. Like it is good. So I think getting people with acne, with rosacea, with fine lines, with melasma, with whatever you might have, getting them to feel comfortable and confident in their natural skin, like that is our goal. That is our problem solving. Taking somebody's face, creating a regimen, creating a treatment, and getting them to where they need to be to have that glass skin to where they can just walk out the door. That everybody is too busy now to do a skincare routine and a makeup routine, for crying out loud. So now it's we get their skin to where they are happy, to where they are confident, and that is our job. We just want everybody's to be confident in their skin with what they have. So whether that means like 6 treatments, 2 products, whatever that is, we're going to adjust it and just get them to their goal. So I would say like glass skin, the clear, beautiful, radiant, that's what everybody's goal is. It just might take us a little bit of time to get there depending on the client.
Yeah, but what would be the most essential skincare routine that we should implement for healthy skin all year round? Because we are talking about, to be healthy, to look good all year round. Like, what's the
Mhm.
basic, the essential one that we should implement?
Yeah, I would say, of course, your cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen.
Okay.
We can add in all the fun little things that we all love, that we all like to be extra with. Um, but I mean, you got to just have something to clean off the dirt, something to protect that skin. And that moisturizer could have so many benefits, but then you got to have your sunscreen. Um, but I mean, we could get into the nitty gritty of it. Like, I would love for you to have an eye serum, an antioxidant, um, a retinol, like you name it, a hydrator, hyaluronic acid. Um, I mean, since I've met Olive, I have now added polyphenols, and it's become a new word in my house now. Um, just small steps just can make such a big difference, a huge improvement. But not every person wants to start with an 8-step routine. We have to
Yeah.
start small, get them comfortable, get them doing that routine morning and night. That's the biggest thing. Like, we need people to know that your skincare routine is not a routine. This is your time. You're giving back to your body, to your skin to make changes. So it's a slow and steady pace sometimes.
Yeah, and like as I said before, welcoming you on the live, one of the hot topic trends in beauty, beside sustainable beauty, clean formulations, and so on, it's also like this skinimalism. So people wants to have like consumers, and I think I'm also a consumer because I do,
Oh,
and I
yes,
want to
yes, we
have.
are.
Yes, correct. And I want to have less products to like to bring around,
Mhm.
but I want to keep having the results. I want to keep having, the natural glow. And I'm personally don't use a lot of makeup, but I try to nourish and nurturing and feed my skin
Mhm.
as much as I can to look healthy.
Yeah.
But
No, I
that's
think
a big
I
topic.
yeah, I think we are seeing where maybe your morning steps are pretty much the same as your nighttime steps. There's no more you get 12 here, 12 here. It's now like you have 5 in the morning and 5 at night. Um, and I think people are just being more thoughtful about where they're
Hmm.
spending their money.
Yeah.
And now that is looking like, okay, we are investing in those 4 great products. And we are still allowing ourselves to come in every 8 to 12 weeks for that service. I think where before it was like I said, the 24 products
Yeah.
overkill.
Yeah.
Well, how is that being? You're just layering and layering it, nothing's penetrating. To where now we are really taking a deep dive into what does your skin need? What nutrients does your skin need? How can these four products be sustainable for your skin long term? I think we are really seeing that.
That's very interesting. And I have, one questions always they get back to me time to time, and I wanna share with you and see what's your take. Um, there are people that they want to do, they want to have this routine, but they a little bit lazy, so they find it's too much to do it twice a day, like day and night. So between the two, I mean, it's essential to do both, but between the two, which one is like a must? You cannot avoid that. Like, it's like you cannot really avoid
You're
that.
making my skin itch. No, I'm just kidding. We really, we
I
really
know.
ask that, like, in the morning, do your full routine, but at
Mhm.
night, I need you to wash off the day. And some people, I might upset some people, but it's like some think that you don't have to wash your face in the morning.
I know.
Have you looked at your pillowcase? Because I washed mine 3 days ago and I haven't washed my hair in a week. You know, like it's one of those things where even when we think our pillowcase and our sheets are clean, I've rested my hair on this chair today and I don't know who has sat on it. You know, so it's like so much bacteria. We're tossing and turning in
Correct.
our bed. It's you still have to wash off the day or the morning or the night, but you might not have to do it all. I mean, as long as you're washing your face, applying your sunscreen, I can only beg. I mean, I can't be in all of our clients' bathrooms at any
I
given time. I can't do
know.
it. But
Of
if I
course
could,
you
I
can.
would. I would so do it. It's just it's hard. So no, I we do ask that our clients are washing and their skin morning and night. It's crucial. I mean,
Yeah.
why would you not? I I don't know.
It just,
But I
sometimes,
get it.
people say, I don't have time. So can we say that washing your face with the soap or the cleanser, like just do it day and night, and then perhaps put more effort before going to bed, because once you're
Mhm.
sleeping, your skin can absorb it
Right.
deeper. And then on the daytime, just don't forget your SPF.
Yeah, there's no disruptors in your bed, right?
Yeah.
It's not raining. We're not having much
Yeah.
UV exposure at that time.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely a firm believer in a morning and night cleanse. You gotta have it.
I know. I'm with you on that. But you do have people that, like, they don't have the time, but actually takes 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So it could be durable.
right. We do have quite a bit of moms. A lot of our clients have been with us since they got married and now they're starting their families and it's beautiful. And they are telling us like, I don't have the time to, like you said, to do
Yeah.
the steps. So it's like, okay, you might not have to stay in that bathroom to get it done, but if you have to wash your face, walk away, get something done, come back and do your steps, we can do that. Like we can work. This is not like you have to follow the rules, blah blah blah. This is your time. This is your
Yeah.
skin. We can only be here to guide you. We cannot force you as much as I want to. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. But before, you mentioned, yeah, I mean, like, just going a little bit, linking a little bit with Olive. You slightly talked about polyphenol. I mean, in olive leaves, in olive tree in general, the polyphenol that we have, it's oleopain, and it's a very powerful antioxidant. That's why Olive Beauty really focus on this as a key ingredient in our formulation, to really create a boost of polyphenol and vitamins in people's body, because the antioxidant it's an important tool. It's an important ingredient, let's say.
Mhm. No.
But I mean, like, what role do they play, like, when it comes to antioxidants? We talked about it, and and it is like it's important as vitamins, but what role do they play in protecting the skin, and um you know which are your favorite in general, in terms of, key active ingredients in products?
Yeah, recently I'm gonna play off a little bit of the olive real quick. Recently, my husband has gotten rid of all other cooking oils in our house, and now we only cook with olive and avocado.
Okay.
And it comes back to just like what is good at nourishing you. And I think that's where Olive Beauty is going to really like take key once everybody else can just figure out how great olives are for you in more ways than one. But when we start adding more steps into our clients' routines, we do put that antioxidant first. And what we tell people is this shield is going to protect you from all the punching bags that are about to come at you. Anything, whether that's pollution, whether that is just dirt and grime and just other things out there. We can't see it. Like we're not watching from afar all the things that are trying to attack our skin right now. So I do. I love niacinamide. I love blueberry extract. Like I love the more natural antioxidants because
Yeah,
it's something we've already experienced. It's something we've already had. Like I eat blueberries all the time. Why wouldn't I want to put an extract on my face? Like why
exactly.
not? I love. I think I focus more on, yes, I love a good retinol, but however, I do love the more natural side of whatever I can put on my skin and in my body. So I think my tried and true antioxidant comes from a brand called Cosmetics, and it's called Affirm, and it's got some vitamin C, but it's affirming, so it has that spin trap that it doesn't have aloe. The vitamin D, like it just has nourishing products that are going to work well for all skin types.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. I mean, like antioxidant are key. I have a question. When you say to your clients, you tell them like no matter what, we have to create this barrier, we have to add this antioxidant. Do you add it like is it in part of the routine step? Is it like, is it the cream that has
So
to
it's
have the
yeah,
antioxidants, the serum, it's like the day, it's the night? I mean, what is
yep.
that?
So I can't speak for my other two estheticians, but I put my antioxidant in the morning.
Uh-huh.
So cleanse. Some people use a toner. Some people use a little hydrating mist to get the day going before they put on all their serums. And then I have them put that antioxidant first. I want that bad boy penetrating that skin, getting deep into that dermis without anything trying to get in its way. Because when it comes down to it, I'm out and about all day, 12 hours sometimes, exposing myself. Why wouldn't I want my shield to be
Yeah.
there first?
Yeah.
It's kind of how
Yeah,
I
I
look
mean,
at it.
I ask you this question because, I mean, as we said before, we create things or you create a routine or suggest something because you try it first yourself. And
Oh, yeah.
all products that we created at Olive, I mean, there are only four. We've been, we are very young. It's been over a year. They
Four is
are,
still very impressive.
yeah, but very, very young indeed. But we're growing. But it's we and personally me, I use them before any product is in the market is being put on the market. Of course, it's been tested, dermatology tested, and so on and so forth with other, and this is like the law. But I also had them tested by group of women, and I personally tested them for
Mhm.
6 months, 7 months, or I've been keeping them for, I keep using them. I now I don't buy many products. I think that's also the beauty of it.
Mhm.
But what I want to say with that is, so it's been over a year that I apply my own serum, which is, I believe in the product, I put it, but generally I would say I apply antioxidant every morning and every night. And also like I do long trips. I go to Asia often or like Middle East for work and so on. And so I go on 16 hours flight and sometimes it's exhausting. And to be
Yeah.
honest, yeah, and what I do, I put this, antioxidant mist along the way. And I must say, before I would arrive in destination with a super dry and tired face. And now, of course, I mean, like you see that I'm a bit tired, but my skin is still super, super pumped. So
Yes.
that's why I'm saying like antioxidants are so key to
Hmm.
really, really lift in and protect your skin along the
Yeah.
way. You can be, because sometimes we think, oh, if I'm outside, I need to protect myself. Yeah, but if you're inside and there is no, fresh air and so on, you also need to protect yourself. So having a good antioxidant or a good formulation that has a good antioxidant, I think
Right.
that could really create a good balance.
Hmm. And I think now antioxidants are just becoming so much more common in all steps,
Hmm.
right? I mean, the bottle might not say antioxidant on it, but there are antioxidants in almost every skincare bottle
Yeah,
now, I think.
yeah,
It's just becoming more like how hyaluronic acid was 8 years ago. It was so
yeah,
hot. It was so cool. Now it's in everything. And now
yeah.
we're seeing antioxidants trickle down.
Yeah, well, it's true. You don't see, like, what I'm saying is, for instance, if I look at olive labels, you don't see antioxidant written, but you see the 35 percentage of polyphenol, and these are
Hmm.
antioxidant basically. So
Right.
that's and I think a lot of other brands are the same. But going back to your clinic, so you have two clinics. Well done, chapeau to you. It's I love entrepreneurs and I love business women. So it's very nice to have to always exchange and get to know more and
Absolutely.
more. Um,
Yeah.
so at your clinic, you said you do different treatments according to depending on, of course, on the clientele. But
Yeah.
what treatments or you offer to help people maintaining healthy, glowing skin all year long? Like, what's the, I would say, top one and top two, or top two,
Yeah. So
treatments?
it's going to be cell turnover. It's going to
Mm.
be getting rid of that top layer of dead skin, whether that is with a chemical or physical exfoliation. So usually, I'm pretty sure you can't. Is dermaplaning relevant over there? Like the shaving of the face.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think nowadays everything is it's pretty spread everywhere, perhaps
Okay.
not at the same intensity as in the States, but
Okay. So we included dermaplane in almost every one of our services. And the way I explain that to people is like, yes, we are shaving your face. Yes, we are taking away that peach fuzz. But more importantly, it's like, oh shoot, it's like when you chop into an onion and you take
yeah,
off that top layer. That is what we are doing so that we can allow beautiful product penetration. We can get into the skin, feel the skin instead of just feeling like the barrier. We want to really feel, see how you react to our touch, how you're reacting to products. So I would say that exfoliation, that removing of dead skin is so crucial throughout the entire year. And that is what our clients get every time they come in for a service.
okay, that's interesting. And I read a lot about it, and it's also no invasive, so
Mm-mm.
it's super super good to
Yeah.
me. Um,
Now, I do tell people it is
yeah,
done with a scalpel. I don't sugarcoat it. Every new face that I get ready to dermaplane, I hold up the blade. I go, this is a medical blade. Please do not sneeze, move abruptly, let me know. And I tell them, I said, I don't do blood. I don't let blood. I leave that to the professionals. And then they kind of understand, like, yes, this is a beautiful service. Yes, this isn't going to hurt me,
yeah,
but like, this is still a sharp object. Like I really try not to sugarcoat. Like I still have to be on my A game with a
of
scalpel to
course.
somebody's face. So,
And do you
but
do
it
it? Do you do it once, twice a year, or it's like
we do it
regularly?
every
Like,
4 weeks. Think of
oh,
it
every
just as
four
the norm,
weeks. Okay.
just with the skin cycle. Some people push it out to 6 to 8. It's really going to depend on the client, right? If they are super dry, dehydrated, we might only need to see them every 8 weeks. But you can get it done every 4 weeks, just like your normal cycle.
Okay. But then what do you do like when it's a transitional season time? Like we move from, spring to summer, or from summer to autumn, and so on and so forth.
Yes. So instead of us using more lactic acid, more hydrating mask and enzymes throughout the winter months, we're going to pivot and go more towards that glycolic, that salicylic, that um, the kojic acid to help brighten. We just kind of we still dermaplane, but then we just are a little more careful about what we're putting back on the skin
Right.
because, like I said, we're removing that top layer. So things are going to be a little more tingly, a little more spicy. So we just have to be
Yes.
mindful about those acids, about what we are putting on the skin, whether that be we are using more of like a honey mask on somebody that is very oily. So they need some more of a barrier balance. So those antioxidants that are just naturally found in honey are going to be beautiful for the skin. Or if we have somebody with rosacea, we're going to use more of like a kaolin mask, something to draw out that inflammation, really soothe the skin. So it just really, I mean, it depends. Yes, we have an idea in our head before you walk through the door, but until we see and feel your skin, it's a toss up.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
it makes totally sense. And do you have any advice for people who are, unsure about which skincare product routine to start with? Like, what should be the first step in building a sustainable skincare routine, and what they should just um, look at or pay more attention to?
I think one, you need to find your professional. You need to find that person that is going to be in your corner. Two, you need to please be transparent about your budget. Because I could throw the most beautiful regimen and it's $500 and then you're totally turned off. You never want to do this again. So usually when somebody walks in, we've done the whole consultation. We've talked everything through. So we are putting them on those 4 steps. But that cleanser that is going to set the tone that you look forward to, you're excited to use. If you're not excited for your products, you're not going to do it. And then you
Yeah.
just wasted all that money. So I think just going back to understanding your skin and your client and just finding that provider that is going to be there for you. No,
Yeah.
like, and just, oh, if you hate that product, great, let's find you a new one. Like, it's not a one size fits all. And I think that's where people get hung up on because, like, you might use a gel cleanser, but oh, I need a more physical, gritty cleanser because I'm more oily. It all depends. And you don't want to damage your skin. Like, we're not trying to hurt it, we're trying to make it better.
And what do you like? What do you look for in product? Do you recommend? Like, what's the thing you look at personally?
I look at the brand. I'm not going to, I'm not an influencer. The brands that are in my clinic are tried and true. They are something
Of
that I
course.
trust, I have relationships with. And then I look for like what is in them. Like, is that first ingredient like some, is it alcohol? I don't want alcohol. I want water. I want quality ingredients. Like our skin is our largest organ. Like we need to think of the quality and like where it is coming from, where it is derived, how was it made. All of these factors into when I decide what product and what brand to put you on or carry.
Yeah.
Um, and also the smell. You gotta have someone
Oh,
with a
that's
good
for
smell.
sure. That's for sure because you need to wear it. So it's
Yes.
the smell. I think it's
Yeah.
so important.
Yeah. And now I'm not talking
Because
about a fragrance. I just mean like more of an essential
yeah, yeah,
oil.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Get it.
give me the orange, give me the cucumber. I'm all there. If, as excited as I get about skincare, I want our clients to also be excited. Like I look forward to my routine. I look forward to that 10 minutes that I have in the bathroom every morning getting myself ready for the day. So it's like I want everybody else to be just as excited.
Exactly, exactly, and also like going back. I mean, follow me on this because, of course, coming from or being the founder of a natural-based skincare line, I'm always into natural, natural, natural. But
Yes.
it's also true that natural products takes longer. I mean, I think a good natural product can bring you results, but of course it takes a little bit longer, or there needs to be a more consistency
Oh yeah.
in the use of it. It doesn't mean that
Mhm.
it's not going to bring you. I think, personally, I think that, formulation, when it's a total natural formulation or a full natural formula, it's it's extremely rich, but it takes a little bit like to
Yeah.
get something out of that.
Yeah, I also think now that more natural quality products are becoming available, I think people find hesitation because it doesn't tingle, it doesn't burn when you put it on your skin, and it's not supposed to.
Exactly.
It's supposed to do actually the opposite of it. So I think it is very exciting that we are having these products like Olive become available for people that are quality, that are results driven, that are healthy for you, that are, like you said, sustainable, that are going, that it's not just a trend.
Yeah,
It's a lifestyle choice that people are taking to be on that more natural route, to take care of themselves. And I think it comes down to what is on your bathroom vanity. Is that
yeah,
quality and sustainable? Is that something you look forward to? Do you know where it's distributed from? Like, do you know,
yeah,
is it in the US? Is it from Europe? Is it from Canada? Like, it's just something that I look at.
yeah.
Um,
Which makes
that
total sense. I mean, like, I think in general, especially beauty product, food product should be totally made in one place. When you see that, I don't know, and a made in Italy product is made with ingredients from the other side of the planet or whatsoever. Like, I don't know, it can work totally. And there are good products out there.
yeah,
But if it's totally natural, I would rather prefer to have local
absolutely.
ingredients, make it like, if it's a made in Italy to have to be made in Italy.
Hmm.
You guys also look after, because we talked a lot, and today was like a big focus on skin routine and the
Yeah.
face, but there is also like the full body. Is it something that your clinic also look after? Is it like, do you do the full body treatment as well? Just, to know a little bit more about that.
Full body, like diet, or what do you mean?
In general, like, because I know that you guys also do a lot of spray tan, which is a super
Yeah.
heat in the States,
So
and not
we
only, I mean, also in Europe, UK, and also Europe, it's getting more.
yeah, and it's funny. My sister, when she lived in Barcelona, had a spray tan artist there, and it is crazy to see what you guys are able to get compared to what we are, just because you guys are so much more regulated on what is allowed to be put on the body and mixed and everything. So that was
Huh.
pretty exciting to
Yeah.
see that. Um, And also, so next time I go to Spain, like I'm definitely taking her a bunch of tanning solutions so she can try. But no, we are finding that if something is reflecting on your face, something else is going on. And usually, once the client trusts us to open up to us, we then find out, like, oh, I have chest acne, I have back acne, I have a little bit of buildup on my arms. Like, once we can develop that trust with somebody, we can dive deeper. Like, we are licensed estheticians. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a medical provider. I will do the best I can in my scope, and then I will refer elsewhere.
Of course.
Um, but it does come down to that, like, what are you putting in your body? Like, that's our my things that I ask somebody is, what is your sugar intake? What is your water intake? What is your dairy intake? And those, depending on what they tell me, we can kind of trial and error some things, but I will never tell somebody, like, you can't eat this, you have to eat this. Not You're not going to get that here at Sunset Skin. Because I am just as guilty. I will go get the ice cream, I will eat all the eggs, I will do everything. But I mean, it just comes back to quality. Like you just
Yes.
said, Europe has the best standards. And then you come over here and processed foods, not the best over the counter skincare. Like, to get the quality, you have to come see a professional here most times. So I just think I think things will shift the more that
Yeah.
people are educated and the more that people want to know and take care of the one and only body we get.
But
So I
do
think it's
you think
exciting.
exactly? But Haley, this, like, following on this on what you just said, don't you think people focus more on skincare products, not forgetting the rest of the body, but kind of, the body cream perhaps comes second or third, the
Yeah.
good quality one. I mean, like, as long as it moisturizes, fine. You know
Well, I
what I
mean, so
mean?
hard. we're not walking around naked every day. No one is
No, I
seeing
know,
everything
but
like
you know,
they see our
it
face.
doesn't matter. Like it's
Yeah,
still like your
I know.
body.
Yeah, I right now in our clinic in our spa, we are seeing more people want to focus on the neck and chest.
Yeah, which wasn't
It
the
is
case before. I mean, like
no.
there was a lot of focus here, but no here.
Mhm.
Now people start understanding.
Well, our face looked 10 years old and then our neck and chest looked like we
Correct.
were 80.
Correct.
So I just, and now it is so expensive to get the lasers done to treat the neck and chest that it's like, why don't we start it now? Take your products, whatever it is, take it down the neck, but then apply a body moisturizer, a good body moisturizer. I do not want people using heavy fragrance, something that is going to give you a headache. Because now like with your body cream, that is quality, that is beautiful. Like I did not feel a residue throughout the day. I felt nourished, and I think we are slowly getting there to where body care is going to just take off like skincare has.
Correct. I think, one note is it's extremely important to create protective barrier throughout the whole body. Of course, your
Yes.
face is exposed, but actually your neck and your hands are the most exposed part of your body.
Hmm.
And if you don't look after that, if you don't put that, the barrier, protective barrier, if you don't nourish properly, they will age. I mean, like your skin, your face will look glorious, but then
Hmm.
your hand will look like, oh, your age or even more, and then you don't want
Yeah.
that. So I think that's super important.
Yeah.
But it's I think that's an important one. Okay, but I haven't tried spray tan, but I will at some point. Perhaps
Yeah.
when I come and visit, I will
Yes.
do in person. Why
Oh,
not?
don't you worry. The Marinos are big spray tan girls, so we'll
I
do a
know, I know.
huge
We met
party.
each other exactly
Yeah.
through almost family, so that's very nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, you tried Olive products. Among
Yes.
them, which one do you think was the hit for you to like, that you felt like, okay, it gave me something that I haven't found, if any, of
Yeah.
course.
I loved the body cream.
Okay.
That body cream, my husband even liked it, and he is very picky about what he puts on his skin.
And I know,
And
like, men, they tend to be very picky when it comes to that. And it's been pretty, well
yeah,
welcomed by
yeah.
the other sex as well.
I think the smell of the body cream is just so earthy. I mean, it is Earth Day. It's
Yes,
so earthy.
exactly. It's Earth Day today.
It's a product that isn't necessarily girly.
Yeah,
It's something that they remember as a child that like, oh, I put on body lotion, I feel good, I feel safe. Um, and then I loved the eye serum.
oh yeah,
Just as like a little drink throughout the day, even if I was just working at home and I was after I had my glasses on, just needed a little pat around because
yeah,
a little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot of that product.
yeah.
It was incredible.
It's really rich
The
in formulations when it comes to ingredients, I would
Yeah, you
say.
can tell
Yeah,
it's a heavy, not heavy, but it's very, there's not a lot of fillers.
yeah, yeah,
You're getting exactly what's on the label, which is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Um,
The
the
clean, the
serum,
clean, the clean formulations we talked about.
right, right. The serum I loved because it was in the mister, the spritz
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
fun just to toss in my purse.
yeah.
Because I got these products when January already. I think it was
Yeah, it
January.
could be. It
And it
was a
was
while ago.
dry here. We had a
Yeah,
terrible winter. I mean, freezing temps, snow galore. And it was like you would walk outside, pump gas, and then your skin was like cracking. So it was really nice to have that mist just throughout the day. Just kind of like a drink of water for the skin. So those were my
correct.
top three. I had three that I mean, three
Okay.
out of four isn't bad.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Let's say that I think that the body cream is the one that really hit you the most, which is nice. And as we go back, the body cream actually, it's all products are full of polyphenol antioxidants, so they really create protective barriers for the whole body, which it means. I mean, for us. an healthy skin is a beautiful skin, which I think
Yeah.
it's also like the motto of Sunset Skin Clinic.
Yeah.
So it's, I think in that we are aligned. Okay, but then we are getting into a close. I don't know if you have any question for me, or I mean, we really covered pretty much everything, but
So if there is one product that you're
yeah.
going to add to Olive Beauty, what might that be? Or what is the next dream or the next goal for Olive to have in the arsenal?
Right. So I would say because in Olive, so all products are multifunctional, but
Yeah.
we don't really have a face cream. And I'm a fan of nighttime masks. So
Yeah.
I think one of the two is gonna be the next one. And of course, then creating like a sun cream as well,
Yeah.
using like because it's important, it's needed. But I think I would say the more the facial, like the facial set, completing the facial set, it's the next
Yeah.
in our line.
That's exciting.
But and all of them will have a high percentage of olive leaves. They're coming
Oh,
from my
mhm.
trees, so that's
Yeah.
that's that's a must. The must that they have.
That's
But
incredible.
but Hailee, summarizing, what we said. So the 2 or 3 steps that we must follow every day for our community, the take of this call. So the 3 steps that they must follow as a routine. Which are they? What steps? The three, just three, top three.
Skincare steps or just lifestyle?
I would say could be both. Just three important musts.
Okay. Cleanse, drink water,
Okay.
sunscreen.
Okay. Cleanse, drink water, sunscreen. I like that.
Yeah.
One active ingredient that must be like that. It's a must to have in your portfolio, in your creams, in your daily routine, in your cream, in your serum, in your whatever you're using.
I'm gonna all skin types. I don't want to say retinol. I don't want to say salicylic because that's not going to be for everyone. So I'm just going
Okay.
to just say antioxidant.
Okay, antioxidant is going to be, and okay, but then we have the three main steps. Then we have the antioxidant, and for those who are in St. Louis or around St. Louis, they can after this, once we finish this live, I will put your link in the bio so people they can see and check you out,
Yeah,
and eventually try a treatment. Or
I
even
would
book
love
an
that.
appointment.
Yeah.
Exactly. And whoever is interested in try out Olive Beauty, we do ship in the
Yes.
States, in the US, and I will put the link on where they can eventually come and and make an order. But
Yes.
Hailee, thank you so much for the time you dedicated to us. It was incredible. I think
Yes. This was so
everyone got
fun.
it was an amazing tips, and I think we have so much to actually store and use in our daily routine.
Yes.
And yeah, and I wish you guys a fantastic day ahead.
See you too. Happy Earth Day.
Yeah, happy Earth Day. Bye.
Bye.